Hello, hello, hello. This is Dorothy at Done by Dorothy. We are working on our journal along Christmas journal of 2021, and we are doing all sorts of stuff. We were working on tags, and so I just pulled out all sorts of pieces of ephemera that I thought we could work with or see what we wanted to put together to make happen. So let's put this to the side and decide what we want to do. So let's do the easy ones first. So I have a circle, so I'm just pulling out the pieces that I have. Like this, I'm not going to mess with. We can just glue that in or use it somewhere. My circle I'm going to put in there. That Santa tag is already done, ready to go. So these are pretty much done. My journal card that goes in the front is finished. I have my little postcard. And I actually think I'm going to put the little stamp on the back, which I know really it should go on the front. And it might be okay. I think I'm going to, I am trimming the black off the outside because it makes it so large. And just keeping pretty much like the square part of the stamp, and then I can put it right on the front right like that. So let me grab my ink because we'll need it some as we go about. Okay, so I have that, and I'm thinking I'm going to grab some of my coffee filter here, and I'm just going to randomly tear the side so it's a little larger, and then just sort of offset my little stamp so it sort of takes some of it away, although that looks so much like the background. Let's see. Let me grab a piece of my lace here, just about a 2-inch section or so maybe, and put like that. So that's too bright, I think. It's too bright for this design. So I'm thinking I'm going to put it on the back. And I like that. And that'll just give us some decoration on the back for that. And we'll just leave the front alone. So I'm just going to put my glue right here. If I can get it to come out. There it went. And I'm just going to put some back here to hold my lace. It'll come through my lace and grab the coffee filter. And I'm going to put a little bit more on there because it doesn't act like it really wants to stick to that coffee filter or to the lace. So I may not have just put enough on there. Let me put a little bit on here. There we go. Much better. Okay. So see, just adding that on there just sort of adds a little bit onto the back of it. And the front is very vintagey feel anyway. So I'm going to call that good. Okay. We have our little flag that we can use on a page. And I love the little gift in the middle. I think it's very plain. But I sort of like that. I actually think, let me see. Let me glue this up real fast. Hold on. I have a drawer here. Let me move this out of the way right now. Hopefully it won't fall. I have a little drawer that is, it's just all my random little goofy pieces of chipboard that I have. And I'm going to raise this up. So let me trim around here now. And this is this one's actually a lightweight chipboard. No, it's a medium weight chipboard. So let me cut this across like this. Get this out of the way. Put it over there. And it cuts with my scissors pretty well. It's not. And people ask, these are just Fisker fabric scissors. They're my old ones, and I had them for fabric for a really long time. And I started, they didn't get dull or anything like that. I mean, I just got new because my husband bought me Ginger scissors for sewing as a gift, and I had them, so I started using my Fiskars for, my paper stuff. And they cut so much cleaner than some of the more basic, basic type scissors. Of course, being made for fabric, it is a little bit I'm ripping off another piece of that green from the bottom of the gift bag that we had, just to add a little sprig of color underneath our gift. So we'll just add just a little piece of color. Although I really liked it plain too. I don't know. Maybe I like it. I actually think I like it plain better. Sorry, guys. It was a scrap, so I wasn't losing anything. Other than a little bit of glue that dried while I was doing that. Yep, I do like the little gift on there. I think it... So there is a page flag. Isn't that cute? I really like that. And it's got, it's 3D from that. So let me put this over here in my pile. So I have all of these things that go in our journal right now. I'm scooting this to the side because I have a pretty big pile over here. Okay. So this has a Santa and just one of the number 8 tags. And it's just very basic. I'm just putting it together. And I'm not even going to put anything on there because between the 3 pieces, it's more than enough, I think. And these will be really good just to like glue to a page. They don't really even have to do anything. They just add a little spot of something. Oops. I glued the whole thing out of habit, I guess. Put it face up over here so it can dry. So there's our Santa number 8. And I mean, that's just pretty basic. Then we have this one. It's just the plain tag and a little word and a little word, a small label. So a lot of these, it's just a matter of putting them together. And I'm just going to center that up. And then we have a little bear who's got little holly leaves. So they go with that really good right there. I was really torn because I thought about using something else, but I actually found something that I liked a little bit better. And I'm just going to center this up so it doesn't look lopsided. And get rid of, clean my mat again. And there's that one. And so see, this would be perfect to use as a tuck spot. And we have these. We can just tuck the little tickets in there. Very, very easy. So I'm just actually going to put those tickets right with that and keep that with that. Now we have the Santa, and I actually think he looks really cute in here with the red and the lace. And I could use my chipboard over here too. I'm going to grab this though here. A little piece of that gold. I'm going to go ahead and glue Santa down. And then I'll show you, we're going to glue Santa in the middle. And then I'm just going to, I had my hold on, I'm looking for my a needle or my hole punch. Oh. I didn't need anything big, so I just have a needle. And I'm just going to put it in right above Santa. And I'm just going to work it around and just make it a little bit bigger than the basic needle. And then once I do that, I can take the end of my pencil and just make it a tad bit bigger. Okay. Then I'm just going to needle out again. So take my gold. If I can get it popped through there. It wants to go, but I don't want to take the gold out of there. Wow. And I'm just going to tie this in a knot. Right like this. It doesn't have to be very big or very far above it. I'm going to trim this off. So when you open on our page, we sort of have like our little Santa ornament. So that was cute. So put that in our little pile. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the little snowflake here and put it right dead center of the other circle. And then we will right like that. Then I'm going to get, again, I'm just going to line this up, poke my hole in there. And again, I'm just going to put some pressure against my needle with my finger, and I can, and then make it big enough that I can pop my pencil through there. Is all the bigger you need it. And then I'm just going to use this leftover piece over here if I can get it through. There we go. Like that. Then I'm just going to pop this through and knot the top of it. Then I'm just going to pull that as close to the top as I can get it. There we go. And then because this is wired, when I go to put on the page, I can actually, when you glue it on the page, this will actually hang on the top of your page. Or, you know, I can, you know, use a decorative piece of paper or something to put on there. And then I have this tag right here, and I'm thinking I want to put this across the top, but I really don't like the way that it looks, so I don't think I will. I do have this, And this is the ragged edge. And see, that just blends in too much. So we're going to fall back to our good old coffee filter or cheesecloth. I use cheesecloth all the time. Like everybody notices I use cheesecloth all the time. And so I sort of made a goal this time to not use cheesecloth so much because I know some people can't get it or may not have it. So I'm trying to, use other options. So, okay. So I've got my sheet music and I'm going to put it not upside down. So we're going to go this way. Let me grab my glue. Right like that. I'm just going to add a small amount of space right like that. And then and put that like right in the middle. There we go. Okay. Then I have my little log that I'm going to put right here. But I'm going to glue it, but I'm going to leave the top edge unglued. And so I'm just going to sort of put it in there straight with the music staff that's in there. There we go. Then we got our little bird. And I'm going to go ahead and glue him. And then I'm going to tuck his little feet down behind where I left the log unglued over here on the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck his feet in that little loop right there. So it's under there. But I'm going to make sure his tail goes outside the log and his body. So just his little feet are going to go back behind there. And then glue it on. And then there's so much red in this card, or in this thing, that I actually thought I would use a piece. Oh, that's not really the same red. I don't like that red. Okay, maybe we'll go with the green. You know what? It's a little too bright. Let's just go with this. Oops. Okay, let me slide this back in here. And I'm going to, again, flip this over multiple times. And get it all through there. If I can hopefully get it all stuck through there. And I probably could have made this a little longer, but it's okay. It'll be okay. Again, tighten it down like that. And then I'm just going to cut the tops of my loops. And it's sort of really neat because it has like the blue and the greens, like more of this bright bluish green. And if you look at the ivy down here in the log, then it is. So there's that card. But I think I want something along here. Hold on, guys. I'm processing. Processing. I'm looking at all my options here. I don't want to do that. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't put anything there. Let me see what else. If we have anything else. Oh, you know what? I wonder if our journal belongs. We could do that right on there. That would look good. Yep, and then this tag will go attached in the very front of our signature, as in it, because we have another. I have another one that this is darker, so it really stands out pretty good on there. There we go. And it sort of pulls in with the log. So I think it goes good together. So there's our big tag. So we got it done. Okay, then we've got this little green tag, and I want to use my stocking. So I know I wanted to put music on it because, you know, why not? It's music, it's Christmas. They sort of go synonymous together. It doesn't want to come out today. It's been acting sort of weird. I don't know. It seems like Fabri-Tac, especially towards the winter months, wants to get all crazy. I think the temperature, warm temperatures help it stay more fluid. And I'm just going to tack that behind the side and ink up. There we go. So something a little bit more. Do I want to use a coffee filter? And again, I'm not inking all of it, just sort of around the edges to give it some. I hope you guys are really enjoying the Christmas series so far. I know I absolutely love Christmas, so trying to decide. Don't like that. Trying to decide if I want to actually use this on here. Or if I want to use like the Santa hanging down, because I mean I could put this, hang this on it, and it would actually be a swinging tag, which would be cute. Or if I want to add one of these other ones like this, that's cute. and it would sort of stick out. Let me see. There's another one here. There's the little green box around it. I think I actually like the Santa sticking out right like that. I like that. I do. So this is what we're putting on there. So have a little stocking we can use on a page. Okay, and I'm going to use, what do I want? Use some of the Merry, some of this ribbon. No, I don't know. I don't like that with it. It's too bright. Well, I have this. I wonder what this would look like. No. Okay. I think we're going to use the green, which sort of goes really good because of all the plaid of the different shades of green plaid on there. And I'm going to do these a little bit longer than I've been doing. So, like that. Tight. There we go. So there's that one. He's cute. Okay, so let's put this over here. I'm going to put this back over here. I can stay there. These are little tucks and tags, and I'm going to take this little scrap piece of paper here. I'm going to fold it over right like that, and I'm going to ink it up. And this is just that little piece of scrap paper that I've ripped up. And let me ink this up. Okay, like that, and I'm going to line the top up, and there we go. Okay, so I'm actually going to have it this way, where it opens to the left, and I think I'm going to put my little stocking on there with maybe a tad bit of music in the background, just a little bit, nothing major, and a little bit of coffee filter, just to sort of go along with how I've been doing. And I'm just going to get a little scrap of the coffee filter that I had left over. Since this has the fold in it, and I really don't want the fold to show, I'm just going to put some glue through here, like that. And I'm just going to put it sort of like that. That'll work. I'm going to glue in my sheet music here. Oops, I'm sorry. That was probably really loud. And I'm just going to sort of put it right like that. That sort of covers that fold in the coffee filter so it doesn't come through so much. And throw some glue here on my stocking that I have. And just put it right in the middle. And there is a little scrap tuck. And I can actually glue it on a page and open it up, and you have a journaling spot. Now, what I can do is I can take this and fold it over about a ½ inch. And I'm going to ink this, and I will show you how we can put this in our journal when we get to it. So I'm putting that over there. I'm going to leave this that we can just put on a page. I do think that I had I did. I thought I did. I have a number 1 and a little bit of hollyberry left. Hollyberry. If hollyberry will match with that. No, I don't like the way that looks. We're just going to put the number 1 in the middle. And maybe we'll use that. I'll just tuck it in and they can use it as like, you know, the first day or maybe like a picture of their number, you know, if, you know, your number 1 grandpa or, you know. Okay, and then I have 2 other little pages and I'm going to ink these up, and these I've cut. I'll tell you what the measurements in a minute. They're just scrap. It was just a scrap piece of paper, and so I just cut it into a little folded booklet. Nothing major, just a little 2-sided. And then I will be printing more of the ephemera, and for our centerfold. The centerfold cutout, our centerfold, the little multi-layer page. So, and when I do that, I will be printing out some of the background pages. There may be some other pages that we'll print out that I may be using, that may be like, I may make some additional pages to go along just for it. And then, you know, use the ephemera. So, okay, both of those thing, and let's see, there's a little piece of music. And let's see, there's a little piece of music. Okay, so I have that. I do want a little piece of red lace for the little girl. So I think if it's, yeah, that'll blend okay with her. It doesn't quite match. This red just isn't the best red. Does that red look any better? Yeah, I actually think I like this little red better. And since she has a little red and white dress on, I'm actually going to glue, and because this is a gathered ribbon, I'm actually going to do probably about, somewhere right between 1/4 and 1/2. So probably 3/8 of an inch. And then I will straighten that edge out right along there. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through here. I'm going to, about 1 inch out, I'm going to run just a line of glue. And I'm going to go through, glue what I can. There's always going to be some because it's gathered. So I try to space those little wrinkles of the gathered out. Okay, then I'm going to come in, and where I have those little gathers, I'm going to put glue down in there really good. Then I'm going to go next to my little on top and put some glue right next to it, right like that. So then I can just come over and fold those little ruffles over. I'm going to grab my bone folder here because my fingers are going to stick. It drives me crazy, I know. So I'm going to grab my bone folder and sort of burnish it on the flat end, right like that. And that's going to sort of hold it down so it's not so three-dimensional. And I'm going to glue up my little tidbit of music here. Just put it right and smack dab in the middle. And I'm going to make sure I burnish the paper on the paper and then make sure it attaches to that lace. Then glue my little girl. And I'm going to put her right here, sort of towards the top. And I did that because at the bottom in the music, I don't know if you guys can say it. If you guys can say it's like part of a word and it said, "I shall play," blah, 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 and then when, and then I win. So I thought that "I shall play," since she had her little toy. Hopefully that isn't blurry for you. I don't know if you guys can read that there. Maybe you can read better. So there's that. And that opens up and it's just a little journaling spot. Okay, so let's do our little bear. And I like this, but it's almost like a bluish green. Yeah, I don't like that there. There's our music. A little piece of music. So we have our little piece of music. We could put our little dog right there, but I want more there. I just feel like there should be more. There should be more there. I have my little scrap of green, but I don't want to use it. Let's see. Really not feeling the coffee filter. I tell you what, I have a piece of Sorry over here, and I'm just gonna. And it actually is Sorry that has like flowers on it, but it'll be okay. So let me go ahead and glue my sheet music down here. And I'm just going to put it over towards the side some. Not necessarily straight, just on there. And then right at the part here where it joins, where it's the longest through there, I'm going to put some glue down. And just sort of finger press. Sort of take my fingers and press my Sorry open. And if you need to, whatever you're using, if you need to put a little more glue, then put in a little glue. Yeah, add a little more. No biggie. But I'm not putting a lot because I don't want it to be, overwhelming where you can see the glue through it. Okay, right like that. Hold that down. And I'm going to run one more little bead right up the side here just to hold that little edge down. There we go. A little bit over here. Perfect. And then I'm going to put my little dog right there where that is. Right over where the black part of the flower is. Then in my little box, I'm almost certain. Yeah, I did. There was a little bitty number. It says 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to put that sort of little cat corner on there to cover the little black flower at the top, because I don't want the black flower to show through, because I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it almost looks like it's like got a stain of dirt or something. So I'm going to put it right like that. So there is our little Christmas dog. Look. So there's that. Let me put my pen back over here. So we end up with our little flip books, and of course, that one. We have our little number 1 label. We have our big tag. We have our 2 small, like Christmas bulb tags. Got our green Santa tag. We have our postcard. We have our Santa tag. Our, you know what? I'm cutting the Kodak part off there. I know some people probably keep it. I just don't like that. The black is too black for me. If it was like green or something like that, it might be. I just don't like how dark that is. And so I'm going to ink up around the edges again. Okay, so we have a couple little tags we can stick places. A little circle tag, a little ticket. Let me throw these away over here. These little scraps. Makes it easier. We have our little flag, which would be really cute to use on our postcard because it sort of goes with that a lot. So that's sort of my idea with that. Then we have all these of this, so we can sort of glue it down and use it as a little tuck. And like this and this would be really cute there. A little round tag and a little rectangle tag in there. So let's sort of split these up. So I'm going to say these 2 go with that as 1. Then this would be 1, a small one. This one and that I would say would go that and that. I can go over there. That we can use maybe as a tag. That's another little tuck thing. A large tag. And that. So this will go in our first signature we did last time. If we need it, we'll sort of go through and see if we need to add anything to that. What time is it? Okay, I think we've got time to do it now. Or you know what? Probably doing that. We probably should, because I don't know what else we'll add. So I'm going to go ahead and end with this today. And then we will come back and as we're putting all of this into our journal, we will come back and do another video for that because I think it just makes it easier to do it that way. Because this is going to take some time to sort through, and if we need to move anything around and resituate and all of that. So you guys have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Again, we got quite a little bit of things made today, just finishing up with bits of ephemera for this. And like I said, I'll work on what I'm going to do as far as the fold out inside layers of our journals. Little inside piece. So we'll work with that. And I mean, we may change this up some. We may make like 2 pockets, and fill them full of ephemera. I don't know. We may do all kinds of different things with it. So we'll see. You guys have a great day, and we will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in for our Christmas journal along, and we'll see you again.